What's going on, guys? We are back the night before UFC 291. I wanted to be on sooner. I ended up having to do a couple things tonight. And then, you know what? I said, you know what? I got to make an extra UFC 291 video. I got to crap on the BMF belt the week of the fight. You know, I kind of avoided it all week, but I have a video coming out. I wanted to release it before I even jumped on stream, but it's just taking too long to process. So only the standard definition is processed. So I'll probably release it during the stream, which isn't ideal, but I don't want to release it too late either. So that is how long is that video? It's a 23-minute video. It is titled, "The BMF title fight at UFC 291 is an embarrassment." The thumbnail is a picture of Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier and the BMF title with the words, "Both frauds?" with arrows pointing at both guys. So look forward to that after the stream or during the stream or some point today. I'm probably not going to wait till the end of the stream because it's already late. And if we go for 2 hours, I mean, it's 1:15. I wish I had got on earlier. Ideally, I wanted to get on about 8 o'clock, but it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. Bro, what's missing a space in your title? Oh, thank you, my friend. See, I just hurry up and typed this and I messed it up. Boom, thank you. Fixed it. Fixed it, my friend. And I just noticed I logged in on Twitter right before I went live. I'm getting a lot of heat, boys. I'm getting a lot of heat on Twitter. People didn't like what I had to say on Twitter. I said, hot take, cut Wonderboy, send him to PFL or Bellator. He's 40 years old and refuses to fight anyone but hand-picked opponents with no wrestling background, and now refuses to take a fight over 3 pounds. He has no future at the top of the division and won't even be a gatekeeper. I honestly want to make a video saying cut Wonderboy. I'm being dead serious. I don't like Wonderboy. I don't like Wonderboy because of what he does, and basically he's a ranking squatter. That's all he is a ranking squatter. And it's honestly, I don't blame him for not taking the fight with Michel Pereira. But what annoys me is this is the same guy that won't fight anyone with any wrestling background. And now he gets a hand-picked favorable matchup in Michel Pereira, primarily a striker. And now he's like, 3 pounds. 3 pounds. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. So I hope the UFC forces him to fight Shavkat Rakhmonov or gives him no fight. Ice him the entire time. Just offer him Shavkat Rakhmonov over and over and over again. Offer him Khamzat Chimaev over and over and over again. If not, go to another organization. I'm tired of these guys hand-picking opponents and then not fighting when given the opportunity. But again, I don't blame him for not taking the fight. I get it. It's a rough take, but that's always been my take on Wonderboy. Wonderboy's a very unique type of ranking squatter because he doesn't even want to fight up in the division. He wants to fight people who are behind him, but only if they're favorable matchups. And then he literally put in his release statement, "Yeah, I'm trying to make one last run at a title." The fuck you are? Dude, you won't even take a fight with Shavkat when Shavkat was on his way up. I just find that shit annoying. So a lot of people, I tweeted that out, a lot of people got upset by it. But they're not understanding. I mean, I even made a tweet before that and I said, I don't begrudge Wonderboy at all for turning down the fight against an overweight Pereira. But win a welterweight title, in quotes, is laughable considering he's been turning down fights left and right against anyone who wrestled in elementary school. And that's really the point of it. It's like he's very subjective about who he fights. And then on top of that, oh, now he won't fight a guy because he missed a little bit of weight, even with the extra, you know, however many thousands it is that he's going to get on top of it. I just find it annoying. I really hope Rinat Fakhretdinov for Wonderboy next. Rinat Fakhretdinov, please. Rinat Fakhretdinov for Wonderboy next. Or Shavkat Rakhmonov. One of those guys. Dude really is hoping and praying that somehow he can get a title. If he would have beat Michel Pereira, he'd been clamoring for a title shot. I guarantee it. So I'm just tired of Wonderboy. I've been sick of him for a while. He's holding his ranking spot hostage by selectively fighting fighters below him who were favorable matchups to him. And it actually drives me nuts to just go around handpicking favorable matchups, but act like you still want to be the best. But to act like you want to be the best, it's very annoying to me. I know that's a hot take. I wanted to make a video on that, but then I said I'll make the BMF title fight video. Maybe I'll make the Wonderboy video tomorrow, but I don't know. I don't know if anyone will watch it. So, anywho, Derek says he's with me. Joey, does the main event have any title implications? Yes, it does. I was going to say, do we cut Michel or Wonderboy? Cut both of them. Is O'Malley a fraud to you? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. That's the answer to that. But I'll say no. If I have to get a concrete answer. I've retweeted that. I've been feeling that way since the first moment he couldn't get back up. Dude, it's just annoying, man. It's just annoying. People defend him. He doesn't want to fight anyone. Get rid of him. People are shitting all over this fighter. Now, oh, Paulo Costa. Oh, wait, he didn't even accept fights. And now, you know, people are like, cut him because the UFC's announcing fights without having him sign the contract. Wonderboy flat out won't fight certain matchups. So now we got to watch Derek Lewis gas out on the walk to the cage on the pay-per-view main card. I'll never forgive Wonderboy for that. I'll never, ever forgive Wonderboy for that. Love your channel. Thank you, Elise Paris. I appreciate it. I'm glad you love the channel. I appreciate your support. Wonderboy versus Masvidal too. You know what's Wonderboy's now? He's gonna be begging for like an MVP fight. The thing it told me, Wonderboy didn't think he could beat Pereira. The WWE Simpson MMA forget the highest level of the sport. There's no room for bums like Wonderboy who are picky. Exactly. Look, if it's contract negotiations, I fully respect it. But it's not. I honestly agree with you on Wonderboy. Anyone who's been saying they agree with his decisions are weirdos because him winning or losing tomorrow night doesn't benefit him at all. Yeah. Bro, what's wrong with Michel Pereira? Been super inactive. I don't know if you watched the stream from last night. You might have missed it, but Michel Pereira was injured. I had a feeling he's going to miss weight. He's injured. Shavkat needs more of a step up. Dude, I don't even want to see Shavkat versus Gastelum. Gastelum's going to get starched. I'm in Salt Lake City for 291 right now, and that fight being canceled pissed me off. The card is still great, and your tweet was 100% warranted. Thank you, Gabe. Thank you for the support, my friend. I appreciate your support. I'm just waiting for this other video to process up. It says 40 minutes left until it's done processing. How do we get in the Discord? You got to be a member of the channel. Anyway, Michel Pereira wouldn't have done wonders for Wonderboy anyway. He would have pretended like he did. He would have pretended like he did. If he beat Michel Pereira, he would have been like, I deserve a title shot. I want a title shot. Give me a title shot, boys. So, that's the way it would have been. By the way, what do you guys think of the thumbnail? I made it myself, but it is a copycat of the UFC's thumbnail. But every piece of that thumbnail is independently made. Have you ever been to a non-UFC MMA show? I have not. I have not. Lewis looked good on the scales. What do you think? I didn't think he looked all that good. I mean, looked better than he normally does, but we got to stop acting like he looked like Paulo Costa. Missing by 3 pounds is a lot, especially when it saves them the most brutal stage of the weight cut and lets them be in much better condition. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. They should do Wonderboy against JDM. They should do Wonderboy versus Renat Fakhretdinov. That's the only fight I'll accept. That's the only fight I'll accept. Other than that, I don't want to see him fight ever again. Dude's just a clown show. Dude's a clown show. If he ensured why didn't Wonderboy took the fight, it would have been an easy win. He's scared he's going to lose. That's it. And he wanted to beat a favorable matchup at Michel Pereira, a guy who's behind him in line, and then claim he deserves a title shot. He looked better than you. Oh, am I a professional fighter? Am I a professional fighter? Am I supposed to train full time? And you don't know what's under this shirt. I'm ripped, boy. Are you tired of people always talking about how good Derek looks on the scales? Yes. Dude, they acted like he was going to be, oh, he's going to beat Sergey Spivak in his last fight because he looked 60 pounds lighter here. If you've been watching this sport for any extended period of time, Derek Lewis has always been talking about how he's starting to start taking it seriously. I just don't buy it. I just don't buy it. I don't like Wonderboy ducking grapplers, but this debacle is none of his fault. Yeah, it is, because if he would have fought some grapplers, he wouldn't have had to worry about Michel Pereira, who's constantly pulling out of fights and missing weight. What's this Pereira's second weight miss? Wonderboy wants to fight 3 more non-grapplers, not a pound heavier, no takedown clause in all matches, and get a championship match against a non-grappler. If it's a grappler, then no grappling clause. That's exactly what he wants. That's exactly what he wants. He didn't want this fight. I'm ashamed that I even picked him in this fight because he doesn't even believe he would have won. He doesn't even believe he would have won. Wonderboy vs. Shavkat was being looked at 50 times and he turned him down. I know, he always turned him down. That's what annoys me. Wonderboy turned it down. The missed weight isn't why it was canceled. That is true. That is technically true. Should Derek Lewis be warming up in the back? Absolutely not. Derek Lewis should be sleeping up until Bruce Buffer announces his name. Lewis looked like a chiseled god. Yeah, Lewis looks better every fight. Now he's going to win and everyone's going to be like, oh, it's because he had six-pack abs. I wish this video... Boys, the video is processed. I'm just going to go ahead and release it now while we're on stream. If you guys want to go watch it, you can go watch it. But if not, you don't need to. Let me just go make sure I did something real quick before I forget. I'm going to release it right now. Let me make sure. I forgot. I almost forgot something. Ugh. Okay. Boom, boys. It's released. You can go watch it during stream, after stream. But make sure you comment on it, like it, watch it from beginning to end. I just released a video on the channel. I wanted to release it before the stream, but it took forever to process. And now it's out. It is out. Anywho, Joey, I think Shavkat beats Usman. I think Shavkat could be a title holder. Initially, they looked like prosthetic abs. They didn't even really look like abs. Joey, how are you, my friend? You put a ton of work in these past couple weeks. Kudos to you, man. I am good, but I was tired. I was very tired over the last 2 days. What about it, dude? What are you... What? All it says is wait till Tuesday or Wednesday for news against some social media icon. I don't really care what she has to say. No offense. No offense. Joe, you've been on a run with your latest videos. Great job, man. Appreciate the effort. I just saw that title. Okay. How did that expire already? Oh. Give me 1 second, boys. I gotta go post something real quick. Invite. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I have to go fix something. Boom. All right, there we go. Posted that. Anywho, where are we at? 170 is so infuriating. Everybody ducking each other. Brady's refusing to go to Sydney to fight JDM, and now this cancellation. Is he really? He said he's not going to Sydney. He said he's not going to Sydney. That's annoying. I wrestled when I was in grade school in the playground. Wonderboy said he wouldn't fight me because of my D99 wrestling credentials. Yeah, it sounds about right. I mean, she gets paid by the UFC, so Tuesday could be Izzy Shawn. Okay. The stream will continue on for about 7 hours, so keep the questions going. Everyone, too fun to stop. No. Honestly, we could potentially see a Lethal Cuts video from this event. It's hilarious how the Cuts video has just like, everyone's like, oh, can't wait it. Can't wait for the Cuts video. Can't wait for the Cuts video. It's actually hilarious. You're bringing a couple guys to your place for the card? That sounds like a good time. I think welterweight has been problems with conflict of interest with the same gym trainer. Shavkat and Gary from the same gym. Usman and Burns, former training partners. Bilal and Usman have the same manager. Derek Lewis definitely making the Cuts video. Your cuts video are the best, MMA Joe. Thank you. Joe, I'm tempted to pick Chiesa. I don't know why. I feel like I might find Kevin's back and sink in a rear naked. It wouldn't shock me if Chiesa finishes him. I just couldn't pick Chiesa because he's been out for so long. He's been out for so long. So that is what made me not pick him. I just couldn't. I just couldn't. Like it up. Yeah, if you guys could like the chat, we'll probably briefly go over 4 full card predictions. Let's see what I missed. I probably missed some stuff when I was... But yeah, I'm doing good. I was just a little bit tired over the last 2 days, but it is what it is. Joey, I think Leon fights Colby. He will knock him out in the 3rd round. Wouldn't it be hilarious if Leon just flying knee KOs him in the first 5 seconds? Can Sandhagen ever be champion? Yes, but it's very unlikely. Ten-second challenge. Name one good win in Kevin Holland's entire career. Oh, wait, there is none. His best win is probably Joaquin Buckley, and that's not even a good win. That's not even a good win. I guess you would have to go Santiago Ponzinibbio would be his best win. What are the key victories for Derek, who has no cardio apart from the Hail Mary? Land a big shot. That's the only, don't gas out and land a big shot. That's the keys to victory for Derek Lewis. Don't gas out and land a big shot. So maybe he can pull it off. Maybe he can't. I don't know. It's hard to say. That's all I can go for. Holland by KO 1st round. Okay. Do you think MVP signs with the UFC? Yes, I do. MVP's always said he wants to go with the UFC. Derek Lewis is going to land that flying head kick. Could you imagine? He's thrown that bicycle kick before. Joe, way to call out Wonderboy. Sometimes he acts holier than thou. Dude, I should make a video, but I just didn't feel... I had another video to make, and I was like, I'm not going to make that right now. It's just... I hate Wonderboy. I hate Wonderboy. And I'm like, he doesn't want to fight anyone. He doesn't want to fight anyone. At the end of the day, he's not fighting anyone. Lewis 2.0 will never gas out. Did we already speak about Wonderboy? Yeah. Wonderboy's a clown. He never wants to fight anyone. He's ducking all grapplers. And now, oh, somebody missed weight. I'm not going to fight him even with 20% of their purse. I think it's an embarrassment. Joe, I know this is old news, but I'm watching Oppenheimer tomorrow. Can't wait. You're watching Oppenheimer on the same day as UFC 291? It's a big day, huh? I pointed this out in my vid, but I generally don't know why Holland is so... Dude, he's not that good. It's because he talks. That's it. People, for some reason, find him, like, good because he talks. I've talked about this for a while. Holland's massively overrated. He's not even that good. Wonderboy versus JDM. No, I want Wonderboy versus Renat Fakhretdinov. That's all. That's the only fight I'll accept. That's the only fight that I will accept. He made weight, yeah, but he ducked so many fights. How many fights has he ducked before this? He wouldn't have been fighting Michel Pereira if he actually fought some legit contenders. Holland will make the top 10, never. Yes, Oppenheimer, UFC, Errol Spence, and Terrence Crawford. When is Errol Spence versus Tyson Crawford on? Same time as UFC? Nah, make Renat Tony stop. I see them doing Renat versus Neil Magny in his hairline. Dude, Renat will murk Neil Magny. Wonderboy's 40. Can't blame him for refusing to weight bully cheat. You can't blame him for that, but you can blame him for ducking all those other fights that he potentially had. So you can blame him for that, which I will. 8 p.m., I believe. Apparently people are excited for that. It's the most I've really heard about a boxing match. So I guess people are hyped for it. I don't even know who they are, to be quite honest. I don't even know who they are, which is wild. Which is absolutely wild. But that's the way it goes, I guess. I don't pay attention to boxing. I love Kevin, but it seems like he's getting a ranked opponent when he gets when he's undeserved. Yeah, it's because him and Dana are friends. That's why. That's the only reason why. If I posted a picture of my newborn baby in a singlet, Wonderboy would run in fear. Yes, he would. You think Holland can beat Magny? I think Holland can beat Magny. Fans were complaining about Derek Lewis' fight on the prelim. Now he's on the main card. I know. That's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. Like, who cares? I don't care to even say Derek Lewis fight again. 11 fights tomorrow now, boys. That's it. Lost a good fight. We lost a good fight, boys. Which is sad, to be quite honest. Because I was looking forward to that matchup. The clean 4K. The clean 4K, boys. 291's card so mid. I know it was so good. Paulo Costa versus Ikram Aliskerov and Wonderboy versus Michel Pereira. Both off the card. Both off the card. It really does suck. It really does suck. Can't doubt Wonderboy has one of the cleanest kicks. That he does. UFC 2. Okay, already read that. Fans were complaining. Already read that too. Tomorrow, Spence Crawford during UFC 291. I think the main event will start after DP versus Gaethje. I won't be watching anyway. I'll be working on my post-fight videos. I heard about Crawford. Hangs around a few celebs. Might watch some highlights on him. Hate boxing. Too drawn out. Yeah, I've never watched boxing. I've never watched boxing. Never cared for boxing at all. Just doesn't interest me whatsoever, boys. I know a lot of people are looking forward to that boxing match, though. You accepted Darren, but not Michelle. Makes no sense. Yeah, because he thought he was going to lose. He's talking about making a title run. This 291 card is so mid now. Dude, it's unfortunate. If I were to put boxing fights in MMA terms, it would be John Jones versus Francis Ngannou. Really? That sounds a bit of a stretch to me. 291 is like a 5 now. I know, dude. It really does suck. The only title Wonderboy's getting is retirement. Agreed. To be fair, top welterweight only fight about same unless a title fight. To be fair, all the top welterweight only fight about the same. I don't know what you mean. I was a boxing fan, but after getting into MMA, I hardly watch boxing anymore. A few names I look forward to watching. Dude, I just watched half the face-off, saw Derek Lewis with abs, instantly went to this. I need to see this. I need to go to the stream. Derek Lewis has abs. Dude, I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. I think it's a bit over-exaggerated, though. Let me go take a look. I've seen pictures, but I'll look. I'll take a look. Honestly, I'm being dead serious. Dude might have got his airbrushed on, but he is in better shape. He is in better shape for once. Let's see his last weigh-in. What was the last fight he weighed in on? Spivak, right? Honestly, he's not that much different from last time. Just a little bit. I'm looking at it. Just a little bit. He might have had those sprayed on. Man laid off the Popeyes, maybe. Which current champ will last till the end of 2024? Islam Makhachev. You put in that song you were asking about last night in the video. I was going to put it in a reel, but I couldn't figure out how to make a reel, so I gave up. But thank you for finding it for me. Joey, when's the intro rap coming in? Never, never, ever, ever, ever in a million years will I make an intro rap. Never, ever, 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 ever. Okay. So he got the link. Let me go here and delete it now so nobody shares it. Dude, Lewis's abs look like they might have been sprayed on. Did anybody else notice that, though? He honestly looks the exact same. Yeah, just a little bit more definition. Okay, I'm going to finish the face-offs, and then I'll be back. You got to finish the face-offs before you make your picks, right? Before you finish... makes sense to me. The opponent of Izzy is still under discussion for 293. There's no info from Dricus that he's not... I haven't seen Dricus say anything. But maybe he has, and I've missed it. People are saying Lewis has her from PEDs. If Lewis ever cared enough about his career to take PEDs. Dude, everyone's always talking about Lewis's physique. It's actually annoying. I'm just pissed, man. We lost 2 really good fights for tomorrow. Like, what's next? We going to lose to Comey next? We going to lose to Comey next? Is that what's going to happen? It just sucks ass. It just sucks ass. But hopefully no more. Hopefully we don't wake up to any cancellations. Tony looks locked in. I hope Tony pulls it off. Sean versus Izzy will happen. I'm confident. We'll see. We will see. I'll make a video about it as soon as it gets announced. Derek Lewis is going to pull out during the walkout. Would not shock me if he pulls out tomorrow. You think Lewis is ever touching that belt? No. No. He's had multiple opportunities already. What's he had? 2 opportunities? Took off work for this card. It's still a good card. It's just disappointing. I mean, I'd be pissed, you know. Oh, I was looking for 13 fights and 2 of the good ones fell off. Like, we can't lose Miranda Maverick versus Priscilla Cachoeira. We got to lose Michel Pereira versus Wonderboy Thompson. Sergey Pavlovich versus Tom Aspinall. I'm 50-50 on that fight. I'll probably go Pavlovich, but I'm kind of feeling Aspinall too. Iron Turtle subs Izzy in 1. Absolutely not. Imagine they announced Izzy versus Young Park. Imagine they announced that for UFC 293. Tony looks locked in. People are saying PEDs. What do you think of D-Rod versus Santiago? I don't know. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I don't really care for it all that much. That's why I didn't put it in my video of all the videos that... I put out a video of all the fights that were recently announced. If you guys didn't watch it, it's out on the channel. Fiziev Gamrot, Mitchell Ige, among massive UFC fight announcements. I discuss Rafael Fiziev versus Mateusz Gamrot. I discuss Bryce Mitchell versus Dan Ige. I discuss Giga Chikadze versus Alex Caceres, and Sadiq Yusuf versus Edson Barboza, all in one video. I thought about throwing D-Rod in there, but I just didn't care enough about D-Rod versus Santiago. Adesanya versus Bo Nickel. Sign me in. As soon as Pereira came in overweight, I knew the fight was going to be off. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, bro. You know Wonderboy doesn't want that. You know Wonderboy doesn't want that. Anyone rooting for Tony to somehow pull this off? I am. They kept the Salvador fight with CJ since Salvador missed weight, not Michelle. Can you imagine Aspinall flatlining Jones out cold? That'd be crazy. I see this happening. Heavyweight division. Gane beats Spivak and Almeida beats Blades. Jones retires and they do Pavlovich, Almeida for the belt, and Aspinall gone. Now, I think we get Pavlovich versus Aspinall for the belt. There was 0% Wonderboy's dad's going to let him take the fight. You seem to be right, my friend. You seem to be right. Let's see. Aspinall beats Pavlovich, he can just get 1 takedown. Yeah, dude. Pavlovich's grappling isn't all that great. And but we haven't seen it in so many years. I don't know. Has it improved so vastly? How much UFC footage can you show in a video before it's taken down? I don't know. Very little. Very little, dude. UFC's on that. They scan that already. It's not even a human most of the time. It's just manual. I don't know how a lot of people get away with it. As soon as Pereira came in overweight, I know. As soon as Hamzat came in overweight, I knew the Nate Diaz fight was off. With the way the UFC is going these days, 1 out of 4 fights you talked about in the video actually happened. That's true. That is very true. We've had a bunch of cancellations recently, and it's annoying as hell. It's so annoying. It's really annoying, actually. With one, it honestly sucks seeing Wonderboy Pereira being off the card. That was almost guaranteed to be fireworks. Do you think Wonderboy should have took the fight? I'm on the fence. I hate Wonderboy for not taking it because the thing that bothers me about Wonderboy, any other fighter, and I'm saying, oh, well, it is what it is. You know, I get it. They don't want to take a fight, a guy who's, you know, missed weight. But Wonderboy turns down every up-and-coming contender. He doesn't want to fight Shavkat. He doesn't want to fight this guy. Oh, that guy wrestled in elementary school. Don't want to fight him. Oh, he owns a wrestling singlet, but he never actually wrestled. Ain't fighting him. And then he's like, oh, he's handpicking. Okay, oh, I'm going to fight Kevin Holland, who's unranked and a striker. Oh, I'm going to fight Michel Pereira, who's the bottom of the top 15 and a striker. I'm handpicking matchups. And now my hand-picked matchup misses weight by 3 pounds, and now I'm not going to fight. So that's what just kind of rubs me the wrong way. I'm not a fan of Wonderboy. And, you know, it's just like, if he wasn't ranked, I'd be fine with it. But he's sitting in the top 10 doing this and talking about title aspirations. He doesn't want to fight any grapplers. If the UFC offered him, let's go look at the rankings right now. Okay, he's sitting at number 7. If the UFC offered him Shavkat Rakhmonov, a spot ahead of him at number 6, and undoubtedly a better win than Michel Pereira, he would not take that fight. If the UFC offered him, well, he already fought Gilbert Burns, but that's why he doesn't want to fight any grapplers. They offered him Gilbert Burns again. He wouldn't take that fight. If they offered him Khamzat Chimaev, he wouldn't take that fight. If they offered him Bilal Muhammad, he wouldn't take that fight. If they offered him Colby Covington, he wouldn't take that fight. The only fight he would maybe take is Kamaru Usman because maybe he thinks Kamaru Usman's over the hill. But he would get ragdolled by all of them, so I get it. But at the same time, if you're handpicking opponents 10 spots behind you, and then you don't even want to fight them when they miss it by a little bit of weight, I find it annoying. What would you do? Tony looks good against Bobby, and they do announce Tony versus Renat at 170. I'm never watching the sport again. Yeah. This happening makes me think Costa is going to miss weight and Chimaev will decline. Might not. Dude, I think Costa versus Chimaev happens. Let me just say this. I think if Costa missed weight, I think Khamzat would take the fight. I think Chimaev would take the fight. You'd like Wonderboy versus Gary? Yeah, that'd be fun. But I think if Gary beats Jeff Neal, he's not going to want to fight Wonderboy. If Gary beats Jeff Neal, maybe he will. I mean, he said he wants to fight anyone on the way up. But if he beats Jeff Neal, he's probably going to be ready to fight a grappler. I'm going to want to see him against a grappler. So we're not going to have Wonderboy 2.0. So I think Wonderboy versus Gary would be a fun fight. I think Wonderboy versus Gary would be a fun fight. Tony looks like his old ESPN profile. I hope Tony's back to his old self, but it's just not going to happen. I think he can beat Bobby Green. I almost picked him over Bobby Green. I've been defending him for a while. He took his last fight on short notice. He took his fight against Li Jingliang on short notice, 3 weeks notice, and then 1 day's notice to fight Nate. So he wasn't even in shape when he took that fight. So that's why he looked so bad, but he was already on the decline. But I wonder how bad he is. If it's the same guy that showed up in the first round against Michael Chandler, he beats Bobby Green. Wonderboy has fought wrestlers like Burns and Bilal before. He just didn't want to fight Shavkat, I guess. Yeah, because he doesn't want to fight any more grapplers. He came out and said that. So why is he acting like he can fight for a title? Check out the Izzy Strickland happens and Izzy wins. Then they do Cannonier Allen fight main event. Then Chimaev beats Costa and do Izzy versus DDP for the belt and winners. Now, I think if Chimaev beats Costa, he's next in line for a title shot. Tony looks like he's really got his chip on his shoulder. I got him for this fight. I'm feeling good about it for once. I hope so, dude. I hope you're right. I will cry tears of joy if Tony wins. Wonderboy versus Gary is def the fight to make now. Wonderboy was supposed to be sacrificed to Kevin Holland. Dude, Kevin Holland's not that good. I don't know why people think Kevin Holland's good. I don't get it. By the way, guys, in the new video I did, while I'm recording the video, I came up with an idea of in what scenario would I be okay with a BMF belt? And not only be okay with a BMF belt, absolutely love a BMF belt. I talk about it at the end of my recent video. I thought about it while I'm making the video. I thought about it. And I think it's a great idea for the BMF title. Go watch the video later. Kevin Holland's overrated. Yeah, he's been overrated just because he talks in the cage. Oh my God, he talks in the cage, so that means he must be good. I picked Tony by TKO. James Lynch told me I was pretty nuts, but feeling good about it. Dude, it wouldn't surprise me. Honestly, you should have took Tony by submission. I could see him getting a Darce choke. Hurting Bobby on the feet and then Darce choking him on the ground. Also, Tony's got better wrestling than Bobby. If either Jan or Alex got stomach flu tomorrow, which one of them would you prefer taking on a backup fight in the event that Walker was filling in? Alex. I would rather Alex stay on the card. Kevin Holland only had good performance at middleweight. Not even there. Where I guess Joaquin Buckley. I mean, even the Santiago Ponzinibbio fight, he was just having big moments, and that's what won him the fight. Eventually got the finish, so fair play to him. But I don't know. I think Holland is good. He can easily... No, he's not a top... Dude, he's getting Dana White privilege. Kevin Holland's getting Dana White privilege because they're friends and because they chop it up about their sneaker collections and whatever. He gets favorable treatment from the UFC. That's exactly what's happening. Dude, he's getting 2 ranked opponents in a row when he's unranked. Like, when's the last time... Well, I guess he's not getting 2 in a row. I'm wrong. He fought Ponzinibbio. Was Ponzinibbio ranked when he fought him? I think he was. So... He fought Hamza, he fought Wonderboy, he fought Santiago, and now he's fighting Chiesa. They're trying to get Kevin Holland in the rankings. I hope Chiesa wins. I just want Kevin Holland to go away, to be honest. I don't like Kevin Holland or Wonderboy Thompson, and they're both overrated as hell. I remember when Holland was talking trash about Izzy in 2020. I know. Oh, yeah, he still has 5 more fights and a title. Yeah, right. Kevin is definitely above average. People like him because he fights all the time. Oh, does he now? That is true. I was wondering, like, how many times did he fight this year? He fought once this year, but he's fighting twice, and it's halfway through the year, so. Who do you have in Holland versus JDM? JDM. Honestly, I'd probably go JDM. I'd probably go JDM. Even though I wouldn't trust him in it. Name one fighter that fights more than Holland. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't think of it. Maybe Izzy. Izzy seems like he's fighting an awful lot. Yeah, I do remember him yelling at cage side. It was at the Apex, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you for the $1.99. I want to see an IRL Joey and Lucas collab. All right, I'll get right on it. IRL. Does that mean in real life? I think. I feel like I've heard that before. In real life. We'll get right on it. I'm heading to his house now. Bro, Kevin Holland 3-4 fights a year since he's been in the UFC. Okay. From now on, I hope every fighter Wonderboy fights pulls a Colby on him. Yeah, pulls a Marab. Pulls a Marab. IRL. Bring Clay Guida and his boys. Yeah, I'll bring Clay Guida and his boys. And we'll chop it up about the fights. You guys wouldn't know what to think if I went live and Lucas was sitting next to me. I feel like people have just mentioned Kevin Holland so many times that it becomes second nature to think of him as a good fighter. I know. I'm so tired of, Kevin Holland, let Kevin Holland step in. Let Kevin Holland step in. Let's get Kevin Holland to step in. You know, Kevin Holland is literally, I'm pretty sure he's lost every short notice fight he's ever stepped in on. So, Derek Lewis was in great shape at the weigh-ins. I think that's a bit of an over-exaggeration, but I understand. I just watched your last video. I think your idea of a good adding BMF title, it would be cool if they would defend it at any weight class. Yeah, anytime. Anywhere, anytime, anyone. Who would you pick between Michel Pereira and Brendan Allen? Probably Brendan Allen because of the grappling. Probably Brendan Allen because of the grappling, I think. But I don't know. Brendan Allen's overrated, I think. But I think Michel Pereira isn't that good. Blaze One Sports, thank you for the 18 months of membership. Another milestone with my pal Joey. Does Dana leave the organization in 2024 or 2025? My guess is there's probably already some higher-ups that want to get rid of Dana. And my guess is it's going to be a slow phasing of him out. And then they're going to be like, Dana, the power slap and the Rumble deal has gotten so big. I think you should just focus on over there. We'll handle it. We'll take it from here. And Dana will never leave, but, he'll be gone all of a sudden, He'll just be missing in action like he is already. I feel like they're already phasing him out. And maybe Dana doesn't even realize it. They're like, Dana, no, we know how big power slap is. Go worry about power slap this weekend. Holland was asking Habib for wrestling advice mid-fight while Habib's live streaming the fight, all sitting next to Dana. I remember that as well. I hate Kevin Holland. I love him. Haha, I def get it, though. Fair enough. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Kevin Holland or Wonderboy Thompson. Because it's just they're just overhyped by fans. They never win any notable fights, and people act like they're title contenders. So, who's your top 5 BMFs? Absolutely nobody. Vernon Giannaroba, and Juliana Miller. I think Juliana Miller. That's so dumb. You see Brett Okamoto trotting around. Who would you say is your BMF? So dumb. It's so dumb. It's just an imaginary bullshit name. What will be your criteria for ranking someone as a grappler? Ability to finish a fight, submissions, defense, control, ground and pound. Takedowns, takedown defense, transitions, able to transition and scramble, control time, ability to finish a fight with ground and pound and submissions, submission defense, and ability chain takedowns together would probably be important as well. Who's your top 5 grapplers in MMA right now based on effectiveness? Jeez Louise, that's a tough question. Top 5? I don't know if I can come up with a top 5. I will say Islam Makhachev probably number 1. I mean, just the jiu-jitsu's excellent. The takedowns are really good. The control is really good. The jiu-jitsu, the submission defense is really good. The transitions are really good. The top game is really heavy. So he'd probably be number 1. I don't know who else I would go with. Because even guys that come to mind, I think Paul Craig and his submission ability, but I wouldn't consider him a top grappler. I just consider him a submission specialist. John Jones, we've only seen once in 3 years, so I can't throw him in there. Kamaru Usman has no jiu-jitsu at all, but he has good wrestling. I'll say Islam Makhachev is up there. Charles Oliveira is up there. Brian Ortega is up there. Merab Dvalishvili is up there. And we haven't seen it against a lot of elite opponents, but Hamzat Chimaev as well is up there. And there's probably some I'm forgetting. That's just off the top of my head. I mean, I think those are some of the best guys. Charles, Islam, Hamzat, Merab. And Brian Ortega hasn't really been fighting, so it's hard to even know. But Brian Ortega's really good on the ground. So it'd be something like that. Shavkat's a really good grappler as well. Jonathan Almeida as well. Islam does a lot of striking, yeah, but that doesn't change the fact he's probably the best grappler. See, Jones is really good, but I don't know if I can rank him just because he's fought once in 3 years. Aljo's definitely up there too. I missed Aljo. But he has horrible takedowns, honestly. It's crazy, but maybe they've improved. But his jiu-jitsu and his control time and his ability to finish the fight's really good. So that does put him up there too. Grant Dawson. Yes, throw Grant Dawson on the list. Grant Dawson on the list for sure. Volk's weird because we haven't really seen him use it a lot. So I don't know. I mean, we've seen him use it against Yair, but we haven't seen him use it a lot other than that. We've seen him mix it in occasionally against Holloway. We've seen him defend takedowns against Ortega. So I guess he would still be considered one. But it's just we've seen so little, it would be hard. Depending on how you look at it, it'd be hard to throw him in there. Ilya's up there. Ilya's got excellent submission and jiu-jitsu skills. Yeah, so I would honestly do Islam, Charles, Aljo, Marab, Jalton Almeida. And if you're really feeling frisky, Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze is nasty on the ground. Nasty on the ground. And Grant Dawson, throw him in there. I think Grant Dawson may be the best grappler in the UFC. I know it's too soon to say that, and that's why that's a little bit of a hot take, but he's up there. I think Grant Dawson may beat Islam Makhachev. That's how crazy. Like, if you told me right now, pick someone in the top 15 of lightweight definitely beats Islam Makhachev, it's either Charles or it's Grant Dawson. Thoughts on Hamzat hitting the bag? I don't really care about the type of stuff. I saw it. He looks jacked. Cool. 15-second video. Movsar Evlev, nah, I wouldn't put him up there. He's good, but not that good. What's up, Fergo7? What's up? Well, his defense is great, Volk. Yeah, I agree. Grant Dawson's grappling is excellent. His control time, his jiu-jitsu, his ability to transition, his ability to get you down. Look what he did to Mark Madsen. Look what he did to Mirs Magulov. Super effective. How many title defenses do you think Islam can rack up before he loses? 5 or 6. Pantoja? Yeah, I guess Pantoja would be up there too. I hate that I agree with the Dawson take. I know, dude's calling out Tony Ferguson. And I'm calling him one of the best grapplers. Ew. I can't believe that. I don't remember Ball about Grant Dawson. I don't know what you mean. Dawson or Gillespie? Gillespie's retired, dude. Don't ever bring up Gregor Gillespie's name again. Dude's in witness protection. He's gone, my friend. He's gone. I have a feeling Oliveira beats Islam. That'd be craziness. What about Jalton Almeida? I already talked about him. Yeah, Jalton Almeida is really good as well. But he's fighting a lot of subpar grappling guys. There's no good grapplers at heavyweight. So we don't know how really good it is. No, I don't think Wonderboy's going to want to fight Pereira now. Wonderboy obviously thought he was going to lose to Pereira. And I think now he's going to be like, I don't want to fight him. He missed weight. I don't want to risk it again. I don't want to risk it again. How much do you think an impact do you think elevation will actually have? It'll have a little bit of an impact. Blades is a good test for Almeida. That he is. That he is. I think Almeida wins that. Marab isn't really effective, though. He just takes it down, and then he takes it down again. Yeah, but it's effective. It wins in fights. That means effective. With 291 and Spence Crosser tomorrow, I'm going to have a pleasure overload. Yeah, pleasure overload for you tomorrow. And I'll be streaming if you want to pop in. I have a feeling Alex is going to find the KO. Would not surprise me at all. I just think Jan gets it done. Islam only has 3 more fights and then retires. I don't think so. Kron Gracie versus Claudio Puelles. Ew. Islam will be the lightweight GOAT. I think so. I think so. But yeah, I don't think the Wonderboy Pereira fight's going to get moved. I don't think it gets moved. I really don't, because I think Wonderboy's going to say, no, I gave him his opportunity. I gave him his shot, and he didn't want to fight, and blah, 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 and he didn't want to fight me. He missed weight. He's unprofessional. I don't want to risk going through a training camp again just to blah, blah, blah. Make Wonderboy fight Renat Fakhretdinov. Make him fight Renat Fakhretdinov. That's what I would go with. Let me go add this to my playlist real quick. UFC 291, UFC 291. I try to create a playlist for the card and put all my videos on it so you can easily find it at the top of the channel. Honestly, Joey's ew is just iconic. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Ew. I gotta work that into a post-fight video soon. Renat, oh my god, yes. Thoughts on fans who pick fights based on videos of fighters hitting pads or how they look on the scales? Clowns. There's some people that pick fights based off of stare downs. Imagine how stupid you got to be to pick a fight off a stare down. But I don't even watch the stare downs or the weigh-ins half the time unless it's something notable happens. I'm like, I don't care. I'm picking who I'm picking. I'm picking who I'm picking. That's just the way it is. Joey says, ew at the thought of Pena getting a belt. Yeah, ew. Yeah, I don't care about boxing. I don't know. I don't even know who those guys are, to be honest. I've never heard their names in my life up until recently. People think I lie about this type of stuff for whatever reason. I don't pay attention to boxing. I don't watch the embeddeds. I don't watch the stare downs. I don't watch the weigh-ins. I see some clips, some notable clips, and that's all I see. Notable clips, and I move on with my life. I watch the fights. I watch any notable maybe interviews, but yeah. Some people make videos on the stare down. No, they don't. Joey, if me and you do a stare down, my line would be negative 5,000. Well, then that'd be easy money then. Betting on me. You only get one night of Terrence versus Spence. Joey, you're lying. You watch every embedded hell, even ESPN best bets with Brett Okamoto. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No, I don't really watch the press. I don't got enough time to do that. And I don't care. Like, I watched it for many years. And nothing of note ever came out of it. Nothing of note ever came out of it. So why? Kimura made stare down body language analysis. That's weird. Boxing is Deadler. Okay. Charles would beat Habib easy. Islam is much better striker than Habib. No. Habib would ragdoll Charles and beat the piss out of him on the ground and probably submit him. What's the best fight of 2023 so far? I would go with Volk versus Islam. Honestly, everyone is talking how bad the elevation is in Salt Lake, but the most disgusting thing in 291 is Chael Sonnen and Anthony Smith being on the desk as analyst week. Nothing above 5 IQ will ever be said. Dude, Chael and Anthony Smith isn't that bad. Chael's horrible. I would never watch that shit. I mean, I guess it's always going to be a thing. People are going to... I always tell people I don't watch any of that. I used to watch it religiously. I miss primetime. UFC primetime, they brought UFC primetime back. I'd watch it. If I find myself the couple times over the past year that I've tried to tune in for like a UFC embedded or a UFC countdown, I'm like, damn, I'm wasting my time right now. Like, this is 10 minutes. I could be going to do something else. And I have a long list of stuff I always have to do, and I can never catch up on the list, so I'm just like constantly running behind on everything. And you know what I mean? I'd rather be doing something important rather than watching a 10-minute embedded of a guy getting a suitcase from the airport or getting a haircut. I mean, once you've seen them one, you've seen them all. I don't watch The Ultimate Fighter. I haven't watched The Ultimate Fighter in probably 8 years. I made a video shitting on this year's Ultimate Fighter. I called out everything that I thought would happen on the Ultimate Fighter. Never watched a single episode. Not a single person told me it was wrong. They told me, how dare you make a video before the season even airs? How would you ever know? You seen one, you seen them all. It's the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. The same shit over and over and over again. So let me see something. Let's see. 3. All right. Fellow traveler, thank you for the $2 super chat. You sleeping on Poatan? He starts as Jan. Come on and see. We'll see. I'm not sleeping on him. I think it's definitely possible. But I just think Jan's got too many tools in the toolbox. Side note, how's the grass looking? Long. I meant to cut it tonight, but I didn't get home until, I don't know, probably 8:30, and it was already dark. You already know Embedded's going to have fighters hitting the bads, getting a haircut, and signing posters. Yeah. It's the same shit every time. Why would I watch it again? I could already tell you what happened. Top 3 favorite fighters. Right now, Charles Oliveira, Alexander Volkanovski, and I want to say John Jones, because it's more of fighters I like to watch, but I don't really like John Jones. But it's just, I'm not really emotionally attached to these guys. I never thought I'd say it. There was a time in my life where I never thought I would say that. There was always someone I was necessarily rooting for, but it's just over the last 3, 4, 5 years, I just become emotionally detached from these guys. I just want to see good fights. Like, I don't really care. Like, basically now, the only time I even have a vested real emotional interest is when it's like an old guy like Robbie Lawler, or I do want my picks to be right. But other than that, I'd rather my picks be wrong and get an exciting fight. I'd rather get my picks wrong and have an exciting fight. Agree, never watching myself. Just think it's crazy how Conor's team only won once. Even crazier that he's not going to fight Chandler. Like, what's the point? Exactly. Fight's not even scheduled. Did you watch Tough with Koscheck GSP? No, that's right around the time I started watching the sport. I did not watch it. Joey has dynamite in his hands. Which power slap guy are you emotionally attached to? None. That one was good. I'm glad to hear it. I missed it. Have you heard any more updates on Conor versus Champ? Dude, it's not happening. I don't think it's ever happening. Conor's still not in the USADA testing pool. Conor is still not in the USADA testing pool. Yep, there's still no results. Still no results. Absolutely no results for no test results. But yeah, once you've seen one embedded, you've seen them all. I miss UFC primetime. I'll die on that hill. Volk gets me emotional when he fights. I love him. Fair enough. I usually am rooting for Charles. Who dethrones Islam and why is it Mark Madsen? I'll say Grant Dawson dethrones Islam. Came in late. Thoughts on the Wonderboy situation? I'm pissed about Wonderboy. Wonderboy ducks every fight, and now he has a guy missed weight and he pulls out. And then he pulls out. I just can't stand that he ducks so many fights and now he's pulling out over 3 pounds. And I know it's a disadvantage. But just take your extra money and move on. You're never going to be champion anyway, bro. You've already had multiple title shots. Yeah, dude, he's 40 years old. He's complaining, yeah, I'm looking for a title shot. He didn't believe he could win that fight. That's it. End of story. He didn't believe he could win the fight. So, therefore, he didn't want to take the fight. Volk in the 5th round versus Islam, when he ground and pound him, I was telling him to kill him. I've never been so caring, Lamau. That's fair enough. Must have been really interested. Who do you think won between Ankalaev and Jan? I thought Ankalaev barely eked it out, but I have no problem with the draw. I agree about the Ultimate Fighter being the same over and over, but the embedded videos are great. Sometimes you can see the writing on the wall, like with Dariush versus Olives. Fair enough, fair enough. But I just saw Micey Barber trying to fight with Pena. I might get sick. Imagine they booked that. I don't know. I won't watch it. I don't have anyone. I don't want to see anyone win. Talk about not rooting for someone. I'm not rooting for either one of those clowns. Who do you think won between Ankalaev and Jan? I was happy with a draw, but I thought Ankalaev edged it out. Joey, Grant Dawson would get smoked by Islam. His stand-up sucks. Most likely. Most likely. I would pick Islam over Grant Dawson, but I think that'd be an interesting fight. Do you think the UFC will punish Wonderboy? Hopefully. Give him Renat Fakhretdinov. Renat Fakhretdinov. Do you think GSP, John Finch, or Matt Hughes beat a current welterweight? GSP, definitely. I don't know about the others. Isn't it crazy how Francis was able to get what he wants when it comes to the deal with the PFL, but not McGregor when he wanted a piece of shares when it comes to the UFC? Exactly. I thought it was in a stage where he just wants fun fights. Yeah, because he's turned down so many fights, and now he's like, oh, I'm fighting for a belt soon. Joe, when you pump out videos, pause on a pay-per-view week, do they get more views? I mean, it depends, but yeah, I would say yeah, usually. Usually, if they're the right type of videos. Is Conor even training? Probably not. When do you think we'll get some UFC 293 news? It has to be this week, bro. I'm thinking tomorrow night. Wonderboy wouldn't fight over 3 pounds. Dude, I know it's annoying, but I understand at the same time. But it just annoys me that he ducked so many fights and now he's like, oh, I don't want to fight this guy. Yeah. We lose another good fight, another one down. Your thoughts on Islam and Leon in the future? I think Leon would be too big, too strong. It'd be interesting, though. For the title fight. For the title fight, Pena versus Barber, no, please no. Where is Jack? I don't know. Jack's grounded. Dude, Strickland looks like he's getting back into shape, so it might be him. We shall see. We shall see. I don't know. The fight card's what, 6 weeks away? They better decide ASAP. You think Islam would beat Usman if they were the same size? Yes. Yes. Because I think he would have a massive striking advantage. 3 pounds? Really? 3 effing pounds? Yeah, he's saying it's too much of an advantage. Too much of an advantage for him. Yeah, Sean P is always doing some weird shit. Over 3 pounds. Yep. I honestly don't think Wonderboy would have took the fight with half a pound. I think if Pereira missed by half a pound, I just don't think Wonderboy was confident. So he's hoping to pick up his show money and then dip out and get another fight. I'm not trying to see Izzy versus Jarrett 2. Nothing would be different. I agree. Izzy versus Sean, nothing would be different either. I'd rather them just wait for Izzy versus Dricus du Plessis. Imagine UFC makes Izzy Cannonier too. I hope not. I hope not. Thoughts on Usman Nurmagomedov? I like Usman Nurmagomedov. I think he's a great fighter. Strickland posted himself on a treadmill today. He's fighting at 293. All right. We'll see what happens. Where did he post that on Twitter? I know he was saying yesterday he wasn't. Now I guess he's saying he is. Who knows what's bound to happen? Imagine they booked Izzy versus Brendan Allen. Ew. That would be my response. Ew. Thoughts on Brett Okamoto? Mouthpiece of the UFC. UFC shill. Dana White lapdog. Dana White sycophant. Dana White propaganda spreader. Wonderboy still gets his show money? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's what he's hoping is what I'm thinking. If DDP is out, give it to Strickland. What the F is going on? I would rather them just wait for du Plessis. Wins the fight. Wins what fight? Izzy versus Hermanson? Ew. At least Sean is a fresh opponent and he would come forward. I guess so. Guys, do me a favor if you haven't already, like the stream. We're in and nobody likes the stream. What is going on here? Yeah, Brett Okamoto. Ew. Yeah, Ferg was asking about you. Izzy versus Muniz? Yeah, right. Who would want to see that? UFC doesn't want Strickland to expose the weird personality of Izzy? No. I don't think that's it. UFC Sydney sold out with no main event. I hope I don't regret it. I hope you get Pena versus Macy Barber as the main. I hope Wonderboy don't get his show money. Me too. Nah, I'm not going to say that, dude. I don't want to wish another man out of money. I hope he gets it. But I'm not happy about it. I hope Izzy takes Strickland, then DDP in December. Easy money. That'd be hilarious. Everyone who hates on Izzy, he's the most active champion ever. MVP versus Izzy. Could you imagine if they just signed MVP and had him fight Izzy first? That would be very peculiar. That would be very peculiar. I wouldn't necessarily want it. So many people got mad about my Wonderboy tweet. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. If you guys haven't watched yet, when I end the stream, I'm still going for a bit, but when I end the stream, I released a video about the BMF belt. MVP would get murked by Izzy? Agreed. Jerry, for you, 293 is today. 291 is today, you mean. Vadim goes the distance with Izzy? Maybe. Vadim's very durable. Strickland going to get starts if he fights Izzy? Agreed. That's why I have no interest. I'd rather just wait it. I'd rather them just wait and do Dricus du Plessis. Izzy has 2 easy paydays, then Izzy should move up when Hamzat comes in. Maybe that'd be... I want to see Izzy versus Hamzat, though. What's up, Joey? How long have you been on? For an hour. We're probably going to go about 2 hours, maybe. Maybe about 2 hours. We'll see. Who is MVP? Michael Venom Page from Bellator. He's a really flashy striker, but he's just a can crusher for the most part. For the majority of his career, he's a can crusher. That's all it was. That's all it was. But yeah, guys, run up the likes. Run up the likes. Run up the likes. Run up the likes. Izzy versus Braxton Smith. Sign me up for that. Sign me up for that. They can't wait. The event is already made for Australia. Who else would fight if Volk is out? Light heavyweight title fight. So in your opinion, Izzy Strickland fight at 293. What should main event in its place? Yuri Prohaska versus Johnny Walker for the light heavyweight title. I don't know. Yuri Prohaska versus someone. Hey, Joe, with all your great knowledge in MMA, is Khamzat a legit star? Yes. How are you feeling about your chances to take down Billy tomorrow? I think I got it. Would be disrespectful to see Sean if Khamzat got a title shot before him. I mean, dude, Sean doesn't necessarily deserve it right now. Full card picks. We'll go through it. We'll go through it. It's only 11 fights. But I do have full card picks on the channel as well as dedicated prediction videos for the main and co-main. I'll link my entire, just for anyone watching this in the future, I'll link my entire UFC 291 playlist in the description. Let me go add it now so I don't forget later. Yeah, we'll go through full card predictions on stream. I have a feeling Justin, Ferg, and Lewis might pull it off. Look, I'm actually feeling very, very confident in my Dustin Poirier pick. I think Ferguson and Lewis have a better chance to win than Gaethje. That may sound crazy, but I'm going with that. Why is Aljo a bum? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm watching them already. I just need the live stream exclusive experience. Yeah, I think a lot of people like Jack just say, yeah, I got a feeling. So then they can say, I knew I had a feeling. Thoughts on Aljo's tweets? I don't know what he tweeted, so you have to fill me in. No idea why I have a feeling Tony has a very good chance. I think Tony does have a chance to win tomorrow. Any thoughts on Derek Lewis' improved physique? I don't think it's going to help. It's not that much different. But I still think he gasses regardless. Are you rooting for anyone on this card? I'm rooting for Tony Ferguson to win. Is it just me or does it seem like Dustin Poirier only talks with the side of his mouth? I honestly haven't listened to him talk one time in the lead up to this fight. He tweeted some borderline homophobic tweets against O'Malley. I have to check them out. I haven't seen them. Have you heard of Khamzat's clone in Chechnya? I did. Tapology is majority picking D. Lewis. Dude, I think Derek Lewis is going to get his leg chopped in half, but we'll see. We shall see. That's a 50-50. That's a 50-50, John, right there. JDM versus Wonderboy, sure. Why not? I don't think Wonderboy will want it, though. He'll probably turn that one down, too. Bobby Green has a bad habit of playing with his food. Bobby Green's hit or miss. Sometimes he looks amazing. Sometimes he looks terrible. Joey Lewis had a six-pack. It's very deceiving. He doesn't look that much different. I watched his last weigh-in. He doesn't look that much different from it. Rogerio de Lima is not the one being counted out in this one. He's the favorite for some reason. Okay. No way Kukui wins. Well, the best part is, in 24 hours, we will already know. In 24 hours, we will know, boys. Lima could easily sub Lewis. I picked Lima by sub, I believe. I think he hurts him, then subs him. Bobby will get cocky against Tony, then get clipped and finished. I think Tony could literally... Tony has decent wrestling against guys who don't have good wrestling. Tony just has bad wrestling against elite level wrestlers. Or really good wrestlers. So I could see Tony mixing in the wrestling. Can't believe Wonderboy still wants a title shot after ducking fight after fight after fight. Dude wants a title shot all of a sudden. What a disturbing set of events. We all hope Tony wins. Yeah, I think everyone's hoping for Tony. Pena versus Pennington, 293 co-main event. Ew. Imagine you're going to that card. You bought like $5,000 worth of tickets and you find out, oh, we're going to watch Juliana Pena versus Raquel Pennington. Who do you think will be the next featherweight champ after Volk? I don't know. I will say Max Holloway. I'll say Volk goes up, Max reclaims his throne. Which, talk about unlegitimate or delegitimate featherweight champ. But I love Bobby Dew pulled up like 50 Cent at the presser. You can love him all you want. He's going to lose tomorrow to Tony. Do you think 292 will be a better card than 291? Yes. Win or lose, do you think Nate comes back to the UFC? No. If he loses, there's no way the UFC is re-signing him. Joe would have made weight and brutally KO'd Wonderboy? Exactly. Wonderboy would have got smoked. Thoughts on Ponzi versus D-Rod? Don't really care about that fight, to be honest. Both guys are mediocre. D-Rod seems like he's regressing. Ponzinibbio seems like he's getting old and slowing down, too. I think Ponzinibbio probably wins, though. If Volk goes up and wins the lightweight belt, he's going to want to hold both. It's never going to happen. There's so many people that said they want to do that. It never happens. Random thought. Any thoughts on Anthony Hernandez versus Chris Curtis? I think it's a great fight. I think Chris Curtis, if he can stuff the takedown, wins. If he can't stuff the takedown, he probably loses a decision. Imagine Korean Zombie subbing Max. That'd be craziness. That would be absolute craziness. All right, let's go through full card picks, boys. Let's go through full card picks, boys. All right, UFC 291 full card live stream picks. 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 30 seconds. 11 fights on the card. First fight of the night, Miranda Maverick versus Priscilla Cachoeira. Miranda Maverick coming in on short notice off a loss over Jasmine Jadavicius. Fought at UFC 289 a little over a month ago. She's 26 years old. Priscilla Cachoeira is 34 years old. Priscilla has a 4-inch height advantage, but actually Maverick has a half-inch reach advantage. Cachoeira's on a 2-fight winning streak. Beat Ariana Lipski by KO, TKO. Fight before that beat Ji Young Kim. Her last loss was to Jillian Robertson, where she got rear naked choked and tried to gouge her eyes out. Priscilla Cachoeira, if she can't get it done in the first round, if she can't get it done with her power, she gasses out. So I'm going Miranda Maverick. I think she's just a little bit better overall and mixes in the grappling. And Priscilla Cachoeira, after the first round, will get out-grappled. I'm going 29-28 decision win, Miranda Maverick. Moving up on the card, Matthew Semmelsberger versus Jaros Medic, I think is how you pronounce it, or Medic. Medish? I think it's Medish, maybe? I don't remember. Anyway, Jaros coming in after a year layoff. Got a win over Omar Morales. Lost to Jalen Turner. Hasn't fought the best competition. They're both 30 years old. They're both 6'1". Semmelsberger has a 4-inch reach advantage. Semmelsberger coming off that loss against Jeremiah Wells, where he kept hurting Jeremiah Wells multiple times. Fight before that, outclassed Jake Matthews in a fight that a lot of people were picking Jake Matthews. Fight before that, lost to Alex Morono. I think Matthew Semmelsberger has a striking advantage and a power advantage. I think Medic is a little bit more technical and has a little bit better kicks. But I think he's too open for counters, too open for big shots. And I think Semmelsberger is going to clip him badly, finish him in the first round. First round KO, Matt Semmelsberger. Next fight on the card, CJ Vergara, Vinicius Salvador. 5-year youth advantage for Vinicius Salvador. He's a very wonky fighter. He missed weight, too. He's coming off a loss to Victor Altamirano, a fight he could have honestly won. CJ Vergara is coming off that win over Daniel Lacerda, but honestly, in my opinion, it was a loss the way he ran for his life. In circles, he deserves to be memed more. Lost to Tatsuro Taira, beat Cledson Rodriguez, lost to O'Day Osborne. Has 4 fights in the UFC. Has a reach disadvantage, 2.5 reach disadvantage. I think CJ Vergara is just going to chop up Vinicius Salvador's leg. Body shots with body shots with hard kicks is what I mean to say. And Vinicius Salvador has better hands, but I think Vergara will mix in the grappling. He'll be chopping the legs. He'll be brutalizing the body with body kicks, because Vergara has great kicks. His hands aren't that great. And I think Salvador has a striking advantage with the hands. But I think the kicks mixed in with the grappling. We've seen Altamirano be able to take Salvador down. I think CJ Vergara will be able to. And we know Vergara has good cardio, and he can survive even if he has to run for his life. So I'm going CJ Vergara decision. Moving up on the card, Jake Matthews versus Darius Flowers. Jake Matthews is hit or miss. Sometimes he looks world-class. Other times he looks terrible. Darius Flowers coming in on short notice, has unbelievable KO power, super fast, decent wrestling. I don't trust Jake Matthews. He's been getting clipped a lot. Got clipped a lot by Matthew Semmelsberger. Looked like a world-class guy against Andre Fialho, but before that lost to Sean Brady. I think Darius Flowers clips him in the first round and KOs him. I'm going Darius Flowers first round KO. Just too fast, too powerful, too explosive. Jake Matthews having close fights with Diego Sanchez not that long ago. I have to go Darius Flowers. Moving up on the card, Roman Khabibulov versus Claudio Habirio. Roman Khabibulov, 2-fight winning streak. Punahele Soriano, Alessio De Chirico. Lost to Albert Duraev, lost to Carl Roberson. I think he's finished the majority of his fights. I'm not looking at that right now. He's 10 wins. I think he's finished all 10 of them or 9 of them. I can't remember. Both relatively young in their prime, kind of. 32 years old to 31 for Habirio. Both relatively same height. 2-inch reach advantage for Habirio. Habirio has terrible cardio, guys. I'm telling you right now. Habirio has terrible cardio. And he will gas out in this fight. He's like a young Yoel Romero. He's powerful. He's explosive. But he fights orthodox. And, wait. Let me check real quick. I think he fights orthodox. I might be mixing this up. It might be Khabibulov that's orthodox. Versus, let me go look real quick. Yes, Habirio's orthodox. Khabibulov is southpaw. And I think Khabibulov is going to be chewing him up with them body kicks. I think Khabibulov has better combinations. Khabibulov is a finisher, and Habirio is a finisher as well. 11 out of 11 by TKO or KO. Has heavy leg kicks himself, heavy power himself, but he's going to gas out. So I'm going Khabibulov. Maybe he gets hurt in the first round, but second round hurts him badly, finishes him in the second round. TKO, second round for Khabibulov. Maybe starts it off with a body kick and then swarms him and finishes him. I'm pretty confident in Roman Khabibulov. If he doesn't get finished in the first round, dude, Habirio is going to be gassed in the second round no matter what happens in the first round. Moving up on the card, first fight on the main card, supposedly Derek Lewis, or actually... So they reordered this then. Trevin Giles versus Gabriel Bonfim will be next. Trevin Giles on a 2-fight winning streak. Trevin Giles is actually a decent fighter. He fought at middleweight for a while. I think he even fought at light heavyweight for a while. And he's 30 years old. Bonfim's 25 years old. Bonfim, excellent grappler. He does have some holes in his game. He does rush forward, throw big shots with his chin straight up in the air. And I do worry about that quite a bit because Trevin Giles has decent striking. He was beating up Dricus du Plessis before he got clipped. Coming off 2-fight win streak. Didn't look all that great against Preston Parsons. But Trevin Giles just doesn't have the grappling. And Bonfim comes out throwing heat. Just looking to create chaos. Get a takedown. And I'm going to go Bonfim first round sub. Dude's just a maniac. He got a mounted guillotine essentially from standing position. Like from standing and striking to mount a guillotine in less than 3 seconds. In his last fight. Fight before that, Von Flew choke. Trey Waters tried to get a guillotine on him. Had a tight guillotine, but he didn't retain guard. Bonfim jumps to side control. Von Flew choke. DC literally thought Bonfim was getting submitted and his opponent was submitting. He's young. He's fast. He's powerful. He's undefeated. He has excellent jiu-jitsu. Giles is not that great on the ground, so I'm going Gabriel Bonfim first round sub. Maybe like an arm triangle. I don't remember what I predicted. Moving up the card, first fight on the main card. Derek Lewis versus Marcos Rogerio de Lima. Derek Lewis with abs. Does he get it done? The answer to the question is absolutely, positively not. Derek Lewis on a 3-fight losing streak. Okay. Lost to Sergey Spivak, got finished in the first round. Lost to Sergey Pavlovich, finished in the first round. Lost to Taito Avasa. I think that was his second round. I don't remember. His last win was against Chris Daukaus a year and a half ago. He's 38 years old. I don't even think he believes in himself anymore. And he's fighting in Salt Lake City. I think he's going to gas out. I think Rogerio de Lima, if he doesn't get KO'd in the first round, I think he's going to chop the legs of Derek Lewis. I think he's going to grapple Derek Lewis. And I think he's going to find a submission in the second round. I'm going to go Marcos Rogerio de Lima, second round sub. Rear naked choke, I believe is what I picked. I just think Derek Lewis, like he can explode a couple times early and be able to get back to his feet. But after he slows down a bit and he eats a few leg kicks, I think he's just going to be a sacrificial lamb on the ground, and De Lima will be able to find a submission. Moving up on the card, not featured fight of the night. Michael Chiesa versus Kevin Holland. Michael Chiesa is 35 years old, coming in on a 2-fight losing streak. Hasn't fought for over a year and a half. Kevin Holland coming off that win over Santiago Ponzinibbio where he got a finish. Before that, lost to Wonderboy. Before that, lost to Hamzat. 30 years old, 6'3" with the 81-inch reach. So a massive 5.5-inch reach advantage for Kevin Holland. Grappler versus striker matchup. Can Kevin Holland get him down and control him? Maybe, but maybe not as well. I think Chiesa could get it done, but I just think Chiesa's slowing down. He's getting old. He's heading towards retirement. He's been out for a year and a half. I think Kevin Holland's going to land on the feet. I think you're going to see a Chiesa that's just going to try to circle and 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 circle. Boom, shooting on a takedown. And Chiesa's not like a crazy elite grappler, and he's not, he doesn't have a size advantage on Kevin Holland, I don't think. And so I think Kevin Holland's, when working on his wrestling nonstop, considering that's his weakness, I think he'll be able to defend the takedowns of Chiesa. I think he'll be landing on the feet. I think eventually Chiesa's shooting in on a desperation takedown or getting hurt. And I think Kevin Holland finds a Darce choke in the second round. Sloppy takedown, gets submitted after he got hurt, upstairs, straight right hand, hurts him badly, shoots in on a desperation takedown, gets Darce choked. He got Darce by Vicente Luque 2 fights ago. He lost to Sean Brady last fight. Almost beat him. If it would have been a 5-round fight, he would have won. But he's 35 years old, year layoff. I don't trust him to come in here and out-grapple Kevin Holland. If I was going with Chiesa, I'd probably go Chiesa by decision or maybe like second-round submission, rear naked choke. But I'm going Kevin Holland, second-round Darce choke, submission win. Moving up on the card, the one you guys all want to hear about. Tony El Kukui Ferguson versus Bobby Green. Once known as the boogeyman of the division. Now on a 5-fight losing streak. Lost to Nate Diaz via submission. Lost to Michael Chandler via front kick KO. Lost to Beneil Dariush, got dominated. Lost to Charles Oliveira, got dominated. Lost to Justin Gaethje, got TKO'd and dominated. 39 years old on a 5-fight losing streak. Damn, that hurts. Tony's got a 1-inch height advantage and a 5.5-inch reach advantage. Tony's so unorthodox, and I think people underrate him now because of how bad he looked in his last fight. And the problem with his last fight was he took it on 3 weeks' notice, and then he took the Nate Diaz fight on 24 hours' notice. I think Tony can get it done. I almost picked Tony, but I think I'm being biased by picking Tony, which might come back to bite me. I just can't trust a 39-year-old Tony on a 5-fight losing streak against Bobby Green. I think Tony could mix in the grappling and then land on the feet with unorthodox striking. And I don't know, but I just think Bobby he's hit or miss. I think he'll show up with some decent boxing. I think he'll show up with some decent movement. I think it'll be a closer fight. But I think Bobby Green will land the better shots. And I think Bobby Green gets it done via decision. I don't think Tony's getting finished. It's hard to finish Tony. I'm going Bobby Green decision, and it hurts me to say. Moving up on the card, Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira. Whew, what a fight this is. This is a banger. I'm so excited for this matchup. Jan Blachowicz is 40 years old, but is only 4 years older than Alex Pereira. But Alex Pereira now moving up to light heavyweight after getting brutally slept by Israel Adesanya. Slept out cold, multiple arrows shot through his dead corpse afterwards. I don't like the quick turnaround. That was 3.5 months ago. I don't like the quick turnaround against the legendary Polish power. Jan Blachowicz, excellent at checking kicks. Jan Blachowicz, excellent at throwing offensive leg kicks as well. He'll just throw shin to shin. He must have the most conditioned legs in MMA. And he also has sneaky good striking. He outstruck Israel Adesanya for a good period of time. He outgrappled Israel Adesanya. Adesanya, when he grappled Pereira, looked like Khabib Nurmagomedov in there. So I think Jan Blachowicz, if he doesn't get clipped early, which Jan has shown to be very durable, if he doesn't get clipped early, I think he has too many tools in the toolbox. Mixing in the grappling, has good striking, has good leg kicks of his own. I think Jan Blachowicz gets it done, second round KO. I think he mixes in the takedowns. I think Pereira's worried about the takedown. And I think Blachowicz brutalizes the body with body kicks. Adesanya landed a lot of good, hard body kicks, and Jan has some of the best body kicks in the game. Remember what he did to Dominic Reyes' body. Absolutely decimated Dominic Reyes' body. I think Jan's going to be checking leg kicks, smashing the body, landing upstairs, threatening the takedown. I think eventually in the second round, Jan Blachowicz clips Alex Pereira and brutally sleeps him with ground and pound. That's what I'm going with. Something along those lines. He's going to finish him in the second round. Jan Blachowicz, second round KO. Too skilled, too well-rounded. And even though it's probably one of the better matchups for Pereira at light heavyweight, it's just not a good matchup for him. I think Jan Blachowicz gets it done. Moving up on the card, the main event, we have Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje 2 for the BMF title. Ew. Yeah, I don't like the BMF title. I think the BMF title's cringy, corny. I made an entire video about it. But this is a good fight. This is a banger of a matchup. You go back and watch the first fight. They fought back in, 2018? Outside of the leg kicks, Dustin Poirier was just smacking Justin Gaethje up the entire fight. Outside of the leg kicks from Gaethje. I think Gaethje has improved, but I think Dustin Poirier has improved leaps and bounds as well. And I think Poirier is more well-rounded. I think Poirier can mix in the takedowns. I think Poirier has the better jiu-jitsu. Justin Gaethje has no jiu-jitsu at all. And I think Poirier has the crisper, cleaner boxing. So I think Justin Gaethje is going to come out, try to chop the legs, try to have a little bit more movement, but he's also going to try to pressure Justin Gaethje and make him make a mistake. They're both in the primes of their career. They're both 34 years old, both coming off one win. Justin Gaethje beats Rafael Fiziev in his last fight. Dustin Poirier beats Michael Chandler in his last fight. Before that, they both had a loss to Charles Oliveira. It's crazy Dustin Poirier, Charles Oliveira was almost 2 years ago at this point. But I just think Dustin Poirier has the crisper, cleaner striking. Plus, he has the threat of the takedown. If he gets Justin Gaethje down, don't be surprised if Dustin submits him. Justin trains at elevation. A lot of people are saying that as a factor. Dustin's never gassed out before, but maybe tomorrow, maybe came in with a little bit too much weight on him. Maybe cut a little bit too much weight for this fight. Maybe he didn't focus on his strength and conditioning enough. Maybe he gasses out. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't believe it. Dustin Poirier has always been in shape, ready to go with 5-round cardio. He hurts you. He does not let you off the hook. I think he hurts Justin Gaethje badly in the third round and just swarms him and finishes him badly. TKO, third round TKO for Dustin Poirier. I think Gaethje will land some good hard leg kicks. I think he'll land some good shots of his own. But Dustin's really good at reading his opponent. You'll see him, even when he faces like really fast flurries from his opponent, when he's blocking, you can see his eye. Like some guys will kind of look away and they're blocking. Dustin's watching all those strikes come, and he's getting out of the way. He did it against Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler's more explosive and more powerful than Justin Gaethje. Chandler couldn't get him out of there. Justin Gaethje doesn't have the wrestling for Dustin to be worried about or the jiu-jitsu for Dustin to worry about. I have to go Dustin Poirier. Clips him with a big shot in the third round and puts him away in the third round. Third round TKO. Dustin the Diamond Poirier is your new BMF champion. Which is so corny. WWE belt. Ew. There you go. There's the full card prediction, boys. There's the full card predictions times 2. There's the full card predictions times 2, boy. You got it twice. You got the full card. Was for Poirier, but the elevation is no joke. I live at 10K. And Olympians train here, just regular trains at 9K. Fit elevation is going to be a bigger factor than people let on. Well, we'll see. What do you guys think of the picks? Let me know. Even if I disagree, I always enjoy MMA Joey's point of view and presentation. Thank you. New mythical fighter unlocked, Derek Lewis with abs. Respect for calling out the UFC and not brown-nosing them like everyone. Agreed. Thank you. Thank you, 9or49. Frivola versus Rebetsky. I'll go Frivola. Bonfin, Kabulov. Who do you think Steamroller Frivola gets next? He better get Paddy Pimblett. Lewis believes in himself until he gets one leg kick to land, and then it's all over. That is very true. Crazy how he had Wonderboy in the prelims, and he ain't even fighting. Yep. I know. Giannis defensively sound on the feet. Agreed. Anyone picking Tony's just picking with their heart. He's horrendous now. Look at horrible training. Maybe. But Bobby Green isn't that good. This fight is such a hard-called fight with lightweight debut. Light heavyweight debut, I'm assuming. Poton by Twister. Poton by Titty Twister. Fair enough. Why didn't this let me scroll? Whoa. Whoa. Oh my god, this is annoying. Okay. Apparently it doesn't let me do that from there. Dustin getting tired, but he just powers through. Always got his hands on his knees after every round. That's true. Joey Cena O'Malley has gone as one loss, I think. What exactly happened? He got his legs brutally chopped and then got shucked to the ground and flash KO'd with brutal ground and pound elbows, and then he was stretchered out of the cage with no serious injury. I don't think Justin is going to pressure Dustin. I think he's going to try to lure him into something. Well, I don't think it's going to work that way either. Everyone's a BMF in the UFC is a done concept. Agreed. If Chandler doesn't get the Conor fight, that's going to be such an L. Dude sat out for a year just to not fight Conor. You should have picked Pereira. I picked Justin, Jan, and Tony. We'll see what happens. I think Pereira is going to win by decision, winning the first 2 rounds. Wouldn't surprise me. I'm more confident in Pereira than DP. I'm most confident in DP of any of the big fights. Gaethje stops Poirier, doubtful. True Bobby Green is not so good. Did you make a video disbarring one of Dana's organization's belts? No, wasn't me. Was not me. Was not me at all. UFC pucked him for Tony's retirement treatment with lawyer. I got to sit up. I'm just slumping down. It's already 1 o'clock, boys. It's already 1 o'clock. Who's joining me for the stream tomorrow, boys? Who's joining me for the stream? The BMF title fight. The BMF title fight tomorrow at UFC 291. Who's joining me for the live stream? Who's joining me for the live stream? Tomorrow. Jerry, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Pereira, 2nd round TKO. Justin, 4th round TKO. Tony, 30-26. Aaron will be here. John O will be here. I'll drop in for the live stream. Alana Peterson, longtime supporter of the channel, will be here. That's what I like to hear, boys. That's what I like to hear. What time are you logging on? Let's see what time. Did they update the card online? Honestly, 11 fights at this point. I might as well jump on for the entire stream. It looks like it's starting at 7. Let's see. Did they get rid of the Michel Pereira fight? Yes, they did. Ew. They shifted Derek Lewis versus Marcos Rogerio de Lima to the featured fight? Oh, no. They put it as the... I fucking hate this card. I thought it was opening up the main... Why would they... Why would they put that as the featured fight? No! Please tell me that's a mistake on the UFC's website. I don't want to watch that before the co-main event. I don't want to watch Derek Lewis gas out on the walkout in the featured fight on the... If that's right, tell me if that's right, chat. Is that right? I thought it was opening up. I thought it was opening up. It's not opening up the main... No, it's not. Please tell me no. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They did not. Let me go to ESPN. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no. That's shit. Yep. That just ruined my night. What a shit sandwich that is. Well, that should be opening up the card. That's a shit fight, and nobody cares about. Derek Lewis is a bum. Serious, why not put Tony and Bobby Green as the featured fight? This is bullshit. I don't even want to watch this anymore. Like, seriously. Oh, Derek Lewis is funny. He's got abs now, and we're going to put him in the feature fight on the card, even though he's going to gas out. I mean, they're shitting all over this card. I hate this fucking card. I don't even want to watch it. I'm deleting the channel. I don't even want to watch this shit anymore. Derek Lewis. I can't believe that. Yeah, I don't want to see it in that order. Out of order is just a shit sandwich. Imagine if they put Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje as the opening up the main card. You'd be like, oh, well, that's weird. Imagine if they put Jan Blachowicz versus Alex Pereira on the prelims. It's going to be a garbage fight. I'm actually pissed about that. I don't want to watch that. That's really disappointing. Why do they take it off the prelims and put it the featured fight on the card? Derek Lewis is far more competitive than Tony at this point. No, he's not, dude. He's equally as competitive, and he's a bum with no gas tank. At least Tony has a gas tank. You're smoking crack. Derek Lewis in his prime wasn't even as good as Tony Ferguson is right now. Derek Lewis has always been a bum with just nuclear power in his hands. That's it. That really grinds my fucking gears. Derek Lewis on the main card, featured fight. I hope he pulls out tomorrow. Please, MMA gods. Please, MMA gods. Derek Lewis pull out of his fight tomorrow. Make it 10 fights. I don't want to watch that bullshit on the main card. I'd rather watch Trevin Giles versus Gabriel Bonfim. I hope he pulls out tomorrow. Derek Lewis pulls out, constipation. You know, Derek Lewis is always pulling out for reasons. Random reasons. This card was destroyed. All Wonderboy's fault. Yeah, Bonfim versus Trevin Giles would have been a lot better. I don't even want to watch this shit anymore. That ruins the card. I mean, seriously, it's like putting Miranda Maverick versus Priscilla Cachoeira on the main card. Like, okay, Derek Lewis might get a KO and it might be exciting, but I don't care. He's going to gas out on the walk to the cage. I don't want to see him fight. The card's a 3 out of 10. Yeah, the card's like a 4 out of 10 for me. Bonfim is plus 260? No way. You don't believe that for 1 second, dude. You're smoking dick. On Tapology is negative 330. The card was too good before they canceled the Wonderboy fight. I knew something would happen, yeah. Jerry, thank you for the 199. Tony's going to retire before Lewis fights, bro. Imagine Tony gets a signature win against Bobby Green and retires in the cage, and now we got to go and watch Derek Lewis gas out walking up the cage steps. Look at the UFC's website. Well, I don't trust the UFC's website. Then they're smoking crack. I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. They've been adding, dude. This card's trash. Yeah, I'm not streaming tomorrow. I'm deleting the channel after this stream. This is the last stream, guys. It's been fun knowing you. It's been real. It's been real. Thank you, guys. I'm deleting the channel at the end here. I'll be deleting the channel. It's been good. It's been good knowing you. So yeah. Derek Lewis on the main card now. This really got me considering deleting my channel. It really got me considering it. I hate a card that's out of order. I just don't like a card that's out of order. I hate it when they did Justin Gaethje, Michael Chandler opening up the card for UFC 281. I hated it. I think it was 281. I might be wrong. No, was it 268? It was 268. I'm wrong. It was 2 Novembers ago, not last November. Hey, Joey, I love your videos. I love when you mention funny stuff like Wonderboy won't wrestle anyone with elementary school wrestling. Connor taking Michael to the bathroom. I can't forget Neil's hairline. I'm glad you enjoy it, dude. I just throw it in there and I don't even laugh about it, and that's what makes it funny to me. It's just random people. Oh, no. Oh, no. Christian called me a baby. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm punching air. Agreed. I watched that card last night. It was odd. I always think somebody has a flight to catch when something. It just feels Bush League. It feels Bush League. Amateur fucking hour at UFC 291. making these decisions? Who's making these? I hate this card. I don't know. I can't believe I found that out and nobody even told me. You guys told me he was moved up to the main card. You didn't tell me he's featured fight. That's such an ugly fight, too. Please get a quick finish, one of you guys. I hope Derek Lewis just gets flatline KO'd in the first 5 seconds. Oh, that would be so pleasurable. Yeah, I'm not hyped for 291 anymore. I hate 291. I never want to watch this stupid fucking sport ever again. What a clown show it is. Yeah, I'm switching to PFL. I'm switching to PFL. I'm switching to Power Slap on Rumble. I'm heading over exclusively to Rumble. Fuck this. I'm watching Power Slap. UFC 292 is already getting ruined too. I know. Song Yadong versus Rob Font canceled. What will make UFC 291 the most memorable in my opinion? Derek and Tony finally win in great fashion. See DDP get dropped or TKO. That'd be crazy. Joe, have you ever played Red Dead Redemption 2? Yes, I have. I have. Win Power Slap? Yeah, exclusively on Rumble. Yeah, these cards are just falling apart. These cards are just falling apart, boys. Kyle, you just got here. You missed it. Jan Blachowicz and Alex Pereira is canceled. Kyle. Song Yadong versus Umar Nurmagomedov is much better matchup. But it's not going to happen. Joe, you should compete in Power Slap? Yeah, for 2K? Yeah, right. What do I look like, a hobo? Yeah, Kyle, you missed the announcement, dude. You missed the announcement, bro. You really did. Joey, can we... Dude, Jack, shut up. Shut your mouth before you lose your wrench. You keep in line, all right? This card sucks. UFC 291 sucks. BMF sucks. If I got to watch Tony get KO'd tomorrow again, imagine he gets flatlined, headbutted, and then flatlined KO'd by Bobby Green. Imagine how much you could buy with 2K. Yeah, you could purchase your mother 2,000 times over. Take his wrench and give it to JJ Smoke. When's the last time you've been in a fight or a verbal confrontation? I got into a fight earlier today at the grocery store. Joe, when will we see you dong again? I don't know. Maybe in a month or two. The card is great. What do you mean? Well, you've been missing out, bro. You haven't been watching the news. Tony buy however he wants. I hope so. Yeah, hopefully you'll see you dong in a couple months. Tony buy however he wants. I would love that. Joey's undefeated in the streets. Yeah. Don't believe it? Come see me. Come see me, bro. Let's bang. Let's bang, bro. Joey's pissed. I'm just annoyed. I hate that we had to watch dumb-ass Derek Lewis on the main card. And then, oh, he's going to get a spectacular KO, and then everyone's going to be like, oh, what a great decision. Yeah, I felt like I was feeling like I was role-playing as if I was Bo Nickel. Third to last fight on the card? Yeah, I know. Can you take me behind the UFC PI and give me your wrench? No, dude. I can't. I can't. When you're sucking off dudes' thumbnails. When you're sucking off other dudes' thumbnails. Like, yeah, I got to make the same thumbnails. Go find the guy who you copied his thumbnails and start sucking him off behind the UFC PI. You clown. Where Joe Pyfer been? I don't know where Mr. Body Bags is. I don't know where Mr. Body Bags is. I'm telling you right now, I got into a fight at the grocery store today. And let's just say it looked like Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Booker T. And I was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Joey wasn't going to be on Scared Straight when he was 16. Dude, that would have never worked on me ever in a million years. There'd have been some hilarious clips of me. Despite the fight order, I think this will be one of the best fight cards ever. Dude, there's 11 fights now. At least I don't have to remember a lot for the post-fight show. That's a beauty. That's a beauty. Ain't got to remember a lot for the post-fight show, boys. It never ends. 2000 could change your life. Yeah, right. You didn't even, Atman, you didn't even got 2000 to your name. It would change your life, bro. You're the hobo here, not me. All right? $2,000, I just send it to a charity of my choice. All right? I'd send it off to a charity, children's charity of some sort. St. Jude's Hospital for Children. All right? It ain't changing my life, bro. It ain't changing my life, bro. Joey won submission via arm triangle? Yeah, I did. Nah, they tapped out after I was hitting them over the head with gallons of milk. Donate that 2K to Good Fight Foundation. That's more than Conor ever would. Conor fakes donations so he can be proud of himself and get all the free publicity, and no one blinks an eye when he doesn't actually do it. I get a feeling UFC 291 is going to be like UFC 279 with Nate and Tony, where it's going to be a good pay-per-view but end up being a bit of a letdown. I hope not. Do you accept Lewis main card for 2K? If I had a choice, 2K, I get 2,000, Lewis is on the featured fight on the main card, or I turn down the 2K and you send Lewis versus De Lima back to the prelims, or opens up the main card, I turn down the 2K. There'll be no whoa. Never mind, I'm not even going to go in there. I'm not even going. This is some weird shit. I don't need this shit right now. I have a feeling we'll see DP chins finally get cracked. I don't think so, bro. I really don't. You think so? For sure? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know. This shit was a massive letdown. Joe, what's wrong with Matt Brown? He's old, taking a lot of damage. Justin gets knocked before Dustin. Agreed. Just hopefully we don't get any cancellations tomorrow other than Derek Lewis versus Marcos Ruggieri de Lima. I mean, didn't imagine Usman going out cold. So it's always possible. You're right. Imagine watching Dustin getting flatline KO'd. I want to see Lewis pull with Chelsea Chandler. Dude, Lewis would be gassed out if he did what Chelsea Chandler did. Hold up. Is the Jan Alex fight really canceled? You didn't see, bro? No, it was not canceled. I was just trolling Kyle. Joey, maybe end the stream and get some rest. I'm going to. How much longer should we go? We'll go like another 20 minutes maybe. That's it. We'll go 20 minutes. Guys, like the stream. I hope you guys enjoy UFC 291 pre-fight stream. I will be live tomorrow around 7 or 8 p.m. Eastern time. I might go live for every fight, to be honest. Tomorrow is one of the rare cards that we don't have that many fights. So I can say, hey, I went live for every fight, boys. Let me bang, bro. Let me bang, bro. I might miss the first fight. Maybe I'll just miss Miranda Maverick versus Priscilla Cachoeira. Then after that, boys, you might have me for a pleasurable, pleasurable evening. Just watched your vid. I'm dying at the NBA Finals. I'm glad you enjoyed it. If DP gets flatline, you should delete the channel. All right, I will. Fair enough. I already want to anyway, so hopefully he gets flatline then. And then I'll move on with life. Thank God that's the fight I was most looking forward to. Really want to see where Jan stands. I want to see where Alex Pereira stands in the UFC light heavyweight division. Yo, Joey, Poatan or Jan, who's winning? Jan. Jan wins. Jan wins for sure. I don't know. Not for sure. I think Jan just has too many tools in the toolbox. He gets it done. Would you pay 2K for the main event between... No. Joe, who you got in Brunson versus Delete? That's an easy win for Brunson. Brunson's corner definitely won't be throwing in the towel for a third time straight. Joe, since you're still saying tomorrow and we are already Saturday, I forgot to ask you, wish me a happy birthday, please. 7/28. Thanks in advance. Happy birthday, Alana Peterson. Alana's been subscribed to the channel for how long? Probably since before 500 subscribers, I want to say. I think Alana was here like first 300 or 400 subs. So happy birthday to Alana Peterson. Can we get a bunch of happy birthdays, Alana, in the chat as well? Let's do it. Let's do it. It's still 7:28 on the West Coast. So, Derek Hantal Brunson. Yeah. Derek Mercytal. Alana's your burner account? Yeah, I'm definitely typing from my burner account. Yeah, let's get some happy birthdays in the chat. Come on, run up the chat with some happy birthdays. Alana is not that Kai pal. Definitely before 500. I thought so. I thought so. I remember the name. I remember the OGs. I remember the OGs. Pre-500 subs. Honestly, it might have been pre-300 subs. I don't remember. Because it's been so long. It's been so long. What happened to that dude who sent you a bunch of money? I have no... Dude, I don't know. Well, I expect you, Jacob. Where are you at, Jacob, with the donos, Jacob? I need to pay for my pay-per-view tomorrow, guys. Just birthday wishes after birthday wishes after birthday wishes. Would I sell my dog for $2,000? Absolutely not. My dog costs more than $2,000, so why would I sell him for $2,000? I'd be losing money. Been here since 10K. I'm a real OG. I want to say 150, but not too sure. Yeah, it was early. I remember that for sure. I remember that for sure. Which is crazy. You'll do as you're told. What kind of dog? Cane Corso. Would you sell your dog for $10 million and D. Lewis to be pushed back to the prelims? No. I would not. I couldn't sell my dog. I couldn't sell my dog even for $10 million. Unless I could for sure kidnap him back and get away with it. But that wouldn't happen. Jacob Huffman, thank you for the $1.99. That's going towards my pay-per-view. Guys, the pay-per-view card's horrible tomorrow now with Derek Lewis versus Marcos Rogerio de Lima. I need the donos. I need the donos, guys. Help me pay for the pay-per-view, all right? I'm kidding. But Jacob, thank you. I insulted you, and you sent me $1.99. So you know what? You know what, Jacob? Thank you very much for the $1.99. Joey's dog has more gas than Derek Lewis. Oh, for sure. Would you sell your dog for 1 cent? I wouldn't sell my dog for any amount of money, regardless. Joe, where are we meeting at tomorrow? I bought a section C22. Joe, would you freak out if you woke up on another planet? No, I just roll over and go back to sleep. Joey, it's not that big of a deal. It's like if 1 + 2 turned into 2 + 1, it's the same outcome. No. You're welcome, my guy. Congrats on all the subs. Thank you, Jacob. How long you been watching? How long? Let me know if you guys know. How many subs did I have when you first started watching the channel? Let me know in the chat if you do know. If you don't know, fine. I'm just curious. We're just kind of talking about random shit now. But happy birthday, Alana. Thoughts on Tito Ortiz? He's brain dead. Worst person to ever listen to talk ever. $74 subs? I don't believe it. Right before 10K I subscribed. Did you say, let me help this young fella get to the 10K? Seeing some of these questions is like chat is a kindergarten class and Joey's a teacher. Fair enough. I've been here since 800 subs, maybe less, to be honest. Fair enough. I recognize the name for sure. Let's see if I can search your name and it comes up with your comments. No, it doesn't come up with your comments. Yes, it does. It comes up with a different username though now. That's weird. You at least... Let's see what video this is. You've at least been subscribed since July 24th, 2022. Because you watched one of my videos and commented on it. I just searched your name. But I forgot people come up with usernames now instead. How many subs did you have on September 9th, 2022? Not that many. Not that many. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. September of 2020. I had 4,800 subs, roughly. You're telling me if Drake knocked on your door and offered $10 million, you say no for your dog? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Think of your grandchildren. I'll make my own 10 million. I'll make my own 10 million investing. What the fuck I need his money to sell my dog for? Joey, could you come with me, Clay Guida, and the boys to watch the fight at Wingstop? Sure, Blaze. Sure, Blaze. What's up, Will? Thank you, Will, for the 3 months of membership. I'm winning tomorrow. We'll see about that. Do you feed your dog table scraps or 100% dog food kibble? I do not feed my dog table scraps. I feed my dog a mixture of kibble and raw food. So, my dog probably eats better than you, Adaman. My dog probably eats better than you. My dog is expensive to feed because he's big, but also we give him really good dog food. He's getting fish, he's getting lamb, he's getting beef, and I buy it all and I mix it. He doesn't eat it every single night. He eats different meal every single night. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's look it up. Let's see. I don't even remember how much it is. I bought some tonight, too. My dog eats... Let's see. The raw food is... And this isn't all I give him, so this is just the raw portion of his food. Is $40 a bag. And one bag lasts maybe 4 or 5 days. So, and then I give him kibble, but inside the kibble, I mix some raw freeze-dried food instead of frozen food. My dog, honestly, to feed my dog per month is a ridiculous amount of money, honestly. So, I don't remember. I wouldn't know how to guess, but it definitely probably like $500 a month to feed my dog. Can we see your dog? He's been on stream before. I don't remember which streams he was on, but he's been on stream before. Still dope how the UFC used your video in the promo. You had 4K subs when I subbed. Thank you, JJ Smoke. I know you've been around for a while. What kind of hound do you have? Cane Corso. Oh, let me see if I can find a picture. Actually, I might have a picture on my PC. Let me see. I'll put a picture on stream of what my dog looks like. Studio mode, image, browse. I'm pretty sure I have a picture of my dog on here. Let's see what this is. Okay. Let me see if what's the other one is. I have a couple pictures probably saved on here. Nah, not that one. Why is it so hard to... I need to start labeling images. How do I not have... Let's go all the way down. Let's go. Let me go take a look. I gotta have a picture of my dog on my computer. There's one, but I don't that one's a little bit weird. I know I have one recently that I was just messing around on Photoshop with. Just to practice Photoshop and different things and seeing if I could cut him out of an image. I know it's got to be on here somewhere. But I'll show you what my dog looks like. On the pre-fight live stream, boys. On the pre-fight live stream. I know it was recent. Semi-recent. I sent a picture of my dog to myself. But maybe not. I don't know. I can't find it. And I'm almost to present. Because all I have is... I have so many pictures of MMA fighters on in my downloads. It's unreal. It is absolutely, positively unreal. But it's got to be coming up soon. So I'm at Francis Ngannou, signs a new contract. I'm at Mackenzie Dern versus Angela Hill. I might have to just go back to the beginning and just pull up the original. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Found it. Oh, no. Why is it that big all of a sudden? Here's what my dog looks like. Let me do this. Boop, 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 boop. Here's what my dog looks like. Boom. I knew I had a picture of him on here. That's my dog. Right there, boys. Right there. That's my Cane Corso right there. Boom. So there you know. He's 2 years old. And I'm taking him off stream now. Boom. Done. He's been on stream before, though. I even held him up, I think, on my... I think I held him up on my 1,000 subscriber stream as a puppy. I wish I could find that, but I'm never going to be able to find it. What's his name, Demon? No. That raw meat really shines his coat. Supposedly. Yeah, supposedly it's really good for him. That's why I decided to give it to him. I just started feeding him maybe like 3 months ago, maybe. Shows your tattoos? Never. French Fries has that picture somewhere? Okay. What's his name, Joey? His name's Columbo. Are you taking Gaethje or Poirier? Oh, you're talking to JJ. Joe, me and your dog met in the parking lot. I beat his ass. Yeah. You talking about beating my dog's ass? I'll fuck you up, Jack. And my dog would destroy you. My dog would literally eat you alive. My dog is very friendly, but he's super protective. He would definitely maul you in a second. My dog eats cheap kibble and leftovers. My dog's never had any human food outside of he gets a couple pieces of watermelon here and there. That's the only human food he's ever tasted. Joey, I never really knew you before anyone. I just never really cared to watch. I knew about you before anyone. I just never really cared to watch. Well, so... what do you mean you knew me but you never cared to watch? What, you don't care, but now I got an audience you care now? Is that what you're saying? So why did they even announce Costa was fighting on this card, then we lose Wonderboy? Imagine all the tickets that sold up until this point. I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed if I bought tickets to this card. How'd you get him? I found someone that had the puppies and I bought him. Has your dog ever bitten someone? He's bit me messing around. You know, occasionally when you get a Phil Baroni flare up, you get bit by your dog. That's it. Let me stop. I'm kidding. But I have gotten bit by him before, messing around, because he's super protective. If I even look, like if I look at my fiance, like give her just a weird, like a kind of like just nothing out of the ordinary, but just like this, my dog picks up on it immediately and starts looking at me, and then he'll start barking at me, and then if I start moving towards her with that look, he'll bite my hand, but like 50%. Not 100%, and it hurts still. Training the dog, very difficult. They're super hard-headed, but I've trained him pretty good. He's a pretty good dog. He's not perfect, but like when I take him out or I take him like in public or take him to like a pet store or something, everyone's like, "Oh, he's really good. He's a super well-behaved dog." I took him to a 4th of July parade. There's fire trucks everywhere. People playing tubas and shit. We're surrounded by dozens and dozens and hundreds of people, really. And he just chilled. I made him lay down. He just chilled right there. Just watched all the things. They were shooting off guns and stuff. And he just didn't care. He just laid right there. What raw meat do you feed him? It's a mixture of... I get him all the different flavors they have. It's like fish, beef, lamb, chicken. It's Instincts raw food. It comes in these like little pebbles and also this patty. I have 2 German Shepherd mixes, one mixed with Burmese Mountain Dog and the other Black Lab, and I have 2 little dogs. Damn, you got so many dogs. Dude, just for asking a stupid fucking question like that, you're getting fucking banned. I give my dog my French fries every other day after work. Fair enough. Some people like to do that. I buy my dog good food, and I also get him good treats, and I just refuse to give him any human food. He doesn't miss it because he's never had it. He doesn't beg for it because he's never had it. So he gets excited for his dinner. We give him different food pretty much every night because there's like 4 or 5 different types of the raw food, and we also get him really good kibble. So we give him like a bowl because he eats a lot of food because he's like 115 pounds, 120 pounds. So He gets a bowl of kibble and a bowl of raw food every night. And then inside the kibble, he gets some freeze-dried raw food as well. And some other like vitamins and stuff. But anyway, boys. Damon Jackson and Dominic Reyes and Neil Magny and Michael Chandler battled the hairlines. Okay. Alrighty. They need to refund tickets. I agree, but they won't. Unless it's the main event, I don't think they do. Tony or Green, what do you think is going to take it? I think Green probably, but Tony may pull it off. Who manages your dog the most? Probably me. I'm probably his favorite. I'm definitely his favorite. Joe, when you stand in his head, where is it, next to your hip or higher? Probably about my hip. Maybe a little bit higher. I don't know. I have to see. I never really thought about it. But yeah, I just can't pick Tony. 5-fight losing streak, 39 years old. I think he could win. It wouldn't shock me if he does win. But I just can't pick him. Forget the game channel. You need to start a Colombo channel. Fair. I honestly liked it. That'd be fun. Bryce Mitchell's actually good. I think he has a chance against Ige. Me too. That's a tough fight to pick, honestly. That's a very tough fight to pick. Your dog reaches Joey's luscious V. Stop. You think Chris Cyborg has a great chance against Tony Ferguson? No. Do you ever picture yourself with your dog to make him look tough? Do pictures with your dog to make him look tough? I'm not even sure what that means, bro. I'm not even sure what that means, bro. Hi, Joe. What's your most anticipated fight this weekend? Honestly, fight I'm most excited for, Jan Blachowicz, Alex Pereira. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest, boys. That is the fight that I am most looking forward to. If Tony wins and says I'm going to keep going, who's next for him? If they give him Grant Dawson next, I'm going to beat the shit out of the UFC staff. I think Bryce wins easy. Dan doesn't have anywhere near the jiu-jitsu needed. He has good takedown defense, though. When does he like to bark the most? He doesn't bark all that much. Only when he's being protective, he likes to bark. Okay. What's your guys' most anticipated fight this weekend? For me, it's got to be Jan Alex. It's got to be Jan versus Alex, boys. Jan Pereira. Agreed. Jan Alex. Yeah, I think that's for most people. Pereira versus Izzy was such a good card. I know that's probably one of the best cards of recent years. Seems like most people are excited for Jan Alex. Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Poirier, Gaethje. And when you had that perfect prediction that I did, Jan reporting the cowboy hat this week, repoing the cowboy hat. What does that mean, repoing it? Repping, okay. Definitely like to watch Gaethje's fights, gets my adrenaline going. Yeah, I mean, I like both the main and co-main. The rest of the card is throwaway at this point. Sucks. You had 5 dogs at one point? That's crazy, Jack. Why so many? That's a little bit extreme, dude. There's got to be dog hair just everywhere. Dog hair everywhere. I can't believe we're already... Who remembers... I know I've talked about this quite a bit. But who remembers when we were literally talking about, oh, March is going to be so much fun. It's going to be a good time in March. And now it's about to be August. It's about to be August, boys. I mean, that's hard to believe, isn't it? Dude, it's so fucking annoying. Yeah, I can't stand that much dog hair. That's a great thing about my dog. He doesn't have a lot of dog hair. I think Medic is beating up Semmelsberger badly. We'll see. I think round 3 DP sounds about right. I don't see it going 5 rounds. Did you say round 2 Jan? Round 2 Jan, round 3 DP. Time flies like crazy, I know. If Wonderboy gets a new opponent, will it be ahead or behind him? Hopefully behind him, and hopefully it's Renat Fakhretdinov. That's what I want. I want Renat Fakhretdinov just to put a whooping on Wonderboy Thompson. I think the UFC is not going to give him a fun matchup next. I think they're going to give him a tough matchup because of the fact that he kind of ruined this fight card in a way. And I think it's not necessarily right, but I think the UFC is going to be like, we're getting retribution on Wonderboy. We're going to get some retribution on Wonderboy. Excuse me. Let me go on Twitter one last time. Oh my God. Dude, there's so many people mad over my tweet. There's so many people. There's so many people mad over my tweet. Somebody shared it with MMA's dumbest tweets and they reposted it. Hot take, cut Wonderboy and send him to PFL or Bellator. He's 40 years old and refuses to fight anybody but handpicked opponents with no wrestling background and now refuses a fight over 3 pounds. He has no future at the top of the division and won't even be a gatekeeper. I think that's a damn good take. Boys. Wonderboy is so delusional. He doesn't even believe that, dude. He pulled out against Pereira because he thought he would lose. If he thought he would win, he would take that fight. Why wouldn't you? Look, I'm not going to lie. If I really believed in myself, I would want every one of my opponents to miss weight so I could take 20% of their purse and beat their ass still. Everything about your tweet was so accurate, so I don't know why everyone's so upset. Dude, they're hurt bad. There's so many people like, yeah, of course, the fat guy on Twitter talking about professional fighters. Tony or Green, who do you think's going to take it? Green, by decision. Alex, by whatever he wants. Bro, Dana's totally ticked about Wonderboy. Probably is. It sucks, man. It sucks. But it's Pereira's fault ultimately. If there's anybody in here who is not subscribed, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Double check right this very second and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. ASAP. Do me a favor. Run up the likes on the stream before you go as well. Just got here. What did Wonderboy do? The fight's canceled. He didn't want to fight him because of 3 pounds. And he's only fighting hand-picked opponents. If you ever go to a Vegas event, I will meet you there. Thank you, Blaze1. Don't read comments of your tweet on MMA dumbest tweets. I don't care what anyone have to say anyway. I'm talking about people responding to my tweet in general. My tweet must have got shared around quite a bit. Let me go look at it. Let me go take a look. Yeah, it's got 4,000 views. Mad people responded to it. Mad people got angry. Show more replies. Show offensive replies. Shut up, nerd. Shittiest take of all time. Fat kid who knows nothing about MMA bashes pro MMA fighter. Love it. That's a particular shit take. That's funny. People get really that upset. I sent you something on Discord. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Well, isn't that just adorable? Isn't that just a cutie? We'll give you a super reaction. My friend. Your dog's adorable, bro. Planet Vegas bathroom meetup. I just read the tweet, bro. Why you want me to read it for the 3rd time? Will Dana be there tomorrow or will he be busy? He's probably too busy worried about Power Slap. Is 292 overhyped? I haven't really seen anybody hyping it up. Can you name 2 people in the card with tattoos and name tattoos on them? No, I can't. Alex Pereira's got tattoos. Dustin Poirier's got tattoos. But, I don't know. You do reels cutting Wonderboy would hurt the UFC? Okay. Hey, dude, Jake Paul's not boxing Wonderboy. You're smoking crack. Says a lot about Wonderboy. I really like him, but take the fight. Usually when your opponent's overweight, win or lose, everyone's on your side. Exactly. Plus, you get an extra 10%. Can't wait for the MMA Joey NBA Wrestling meetup. Yeah, next NBA Finals. Next NBA Finals, boy. Which one are you going to watch live? I'm only going to watch Poirier Gaethje. I don't care about Terrence versus Crawford at all. I don't care. Hot take. I don't care about Terrence Crawford. I don't even know who they are. Never heard of them. So, yeah. Guys, I released a video while we were streaming, so it kind of hurt me in the algorithm. I think De Lima wins. It kind of hurt me in the algorithm because I released it while we were streaming. But listen, I will be live tomorrow around 7:30, 8 o'clock Eastern time. I'll be streaming 99% of the card. It's only 11 fights. I'll probably be here for at least 10 of them, if not 11. So make sure you join me for the fight watch along tomorrow. I will schedule it on the channel. But do me a favor, please. If you guys do anything, I know I ask this all the time, but please, all 80 of you guys, you would really help the channel. It would help the channel massively. Listen. Listen here, young whippersnappers. I released a video while we were streaming, okay? Nobody's clicked on it because I was streaming while I did it, so it kind of messed me up in the algorithm. So if you guys could go all watch this video from beginning to end, like it and comment on it. You have to comment on it and you have to like it to boost it in the algorithm, okay? It's discussing the BMF title tomorrow, the lineage of the BMF title belt, the title of the video. The BMF title fight is at UFC 291 is an embarrassment. So if you guys could go watch it, like it, and all comment on it. If all 80 of you guys go do that, it'll just fly up in the algorithm. It'll have 10,000 views tomorrow. But only probably less than half of you are going to go do it. But if you guys could, I would really appreciate it. If you've enjoyed this stream, I would really appreciate it. Like the stream on your way out. Join me tomorrow for UFC 291. I'm still excited, even though Derek Lewis is on the main card. Can't wait to watch the fights tomorrow with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Go to the link in the chat, and good night.